It's Dr. Z, and now we're gonna make sourdough English muffins with my mom.
And what do you have with you?
Hot chocolate.
Got some hot chocolate. First things first, you have to have a food scale, right?
Yeah.
In a big bowl. And we're warning you, this is a 4-step process, but it only takes 12 hours total. Here's my sourdough starter. We need 100 grams of that. So we are going to, it's 7 o'clock our time, and that's when we have to feed our sourdough baby. And so we are going to take 100 grams of that, put it on the bottom of the bowl. And there's a reason we do that. We can't have the salt mix with the starter. Did you know that? Because it kills the bacteria and then it prevents it from rising all the way. Okay, how many grams are we at?
7.
Great. The sourdough starter is nice and bubbly.
97.
97. We're almost there, right? There you go. Okay. I'm gonna feed this later after we make the dough. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna wash my doughy finger while Zachary reset this.
What?
You wanna reset it?
Oh,
We'll get 0 again.
0.
Okay. Then what do we want to put in next?
It's a 0. Oh,
What do we put in next?
this
Put some flour.
yeah.
So I use part almond flour, part regular flour. I use about 60 grams of the almond flour. Got this. I'm gonna grab our cups.
60 grams. That's a lot of grams.
Inside. How much flour total are we using, Zachary?
Uh,
Yeah, great. 360.
Flour.
Okay, so about 60 grams of almond flour. This is just so Zachary gets a little bit of protein snuck in, and then we are going to do the rest regular flour. So we're at 60 right now. I'm going to scoop until we get 360.
Scoop. Is this probably like 360 grams?
Let's see.
The whole.
That's right. We'll clean it up later. What did we get to?
No.
Dump all that stuff you just dumped out. If you guys see his hands over here, we're kind of having a disaster. Keep going.
Now we're at 209.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're 360. I thought we were 260. You're right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We're at 340. Almost there. Almost there.
355. This is 5 grams.
There you go. I think it is. You were close.
Just like
A little bit.
3 grams.
Shows you how precise the bread has to be. You can walk past, Bryce. There we go. Okay.
No, it's
There.
359.
I bet if you put what's in your hand right there. Look at that. That was perfect. Okay, since I'm going to need this for my starter later, I'm going to throw this into my starter. I need half a cup of flour. Oops, that's a third a cup. Oh, Cherie. And then a fourth a cup of water for later. Okay, next let's reset it. Let's get, do you remember how many grams of salt?
60.
60 grams of salt. That would be very salty.
30.
Sourdough bread, just 5. About 5. Six, totally gonna be fine. Just gonna do a couple sprinkles out. Do you remember how much honey we put?
30.
You wish.
Oh.
You wish. Let's do 20. He loves his sourdough.
And then can I
Sweet. This is the way he started cooking with me is by me giving him the spoon of honey after. Okay, we're at 18. I'm gonna do 18. There we go. And then you get the rest.
20.
That is delicious. I'm gonna put Restart it, and then how many grams of milk? You remember?
1,000.
Whole milk? No, we do 240. Yeah,
240.
So close.
Flash.
Oops.
240.
Okay, so what I do is I just get the side and take the milk out until we get back up to 240. Okay, so we have almond flour, milk, salt, honey, and that's it, right? Have this special spoon, and well, Z is going to be my stir kid. Here, and you're going to incorporate that while I put the rest of the ingredients away.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Get that.
It's like my dance moves I always do.
Right, make sure it's nice and incorporated. Clean up this mess.
Sorry.
It's fine. All right, so once this is all incorporated, which Zachary's doing a good job of doing, we're going to let it sit for 1 hour, and then we're going to be back on to show you how to knead the dough for 5 minutes. All right, see you soon.
Bye. Wait. Remember to like and subscribe. With Dr. Z,
Step 204.
step sourdough English muffins.
Yeah, and the reason why he's dragging a little bit is because it's past his bedtime, but he stayed up for this special step that happens right before his bedtime. The mix has been resting for an hour. Have a little damp cloth over it, and it's nice and ready to be mixed for 5 minutes. So what we're going to do, Zachary just washed his hands. We're going to do flour and get our hands all floured up so the dough doesn't stick to our fingers. And I like to take a scoop here, roll up. Oh, he's eating the dough. See your hands? Put it all over. There you go. I like to put a bunch of flour in our hands. No, then you have to wash your hands again. And we are going to literally for 5 minutes knead the dough. And Zachary is not going to knead the dough. He's going to lick it over the sink so we don't clean up messes again. Or he's just going to do it right on the camera. So I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes. I usually add about a little less than a 1/4 cup of flour as I'm kneading it. And after we knead for 5 minutes, we are going to put the damp towel right back over it, and we are going to let it rest for at least 5 hours, but we're going to sleep a little longer than that. And we will see you back for step 3 of 4 tomorrow morning after this baby has risen. All right, say goodbye, monkey.
Bye.
These dirty hands.
Well, you're here again cooking with Dr. Z, step 3 out of 4, making sourdough English muffins with my mom.
The dough has rested for at least 5 hours, and it's nice and smooth, and it's not quite doubled in size, but almost. And the trick to this step is making sure we're handling the dough as little as possible because we want to keep it nice and fluffy. All right, so I'm going to take this out. While I do that, Zachary, can you put some flour on this very clean surface of ours? You could use this.
It is not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I'm going to show you our surface. A little less, like half. Wash my hands. Okay, less, yes, less. just gonna get enough flour. Hey, oh my gosh. Okay. We're just gonna get enough flour to make sure that the dough does not stick to the bottom. And again, we're gonna get this guy and we're gonna try to touch it as little as possible. Don't lick, please. Okay, so I'm gonna let this guy go out. And all I'm gonna do is with my hands, we're not gonna punch it. We're just gonna flatten it. And we want about 1 inch thick.
Can we have a ginormous English muffin?
You wanna make a giant one? Okay. So the dough is like nice and soft. It's not too sticky. And something there. It's not too sticky, but as you can see, I'm not flattening it. I'm leaving about 1 inch thickness because we are gonna get some nice, big, fluffy, monstrous
Can I have some?
English muffins. Yep, so we're gonna flatten it out from the middle and move out. We're gonna be nice and gentle with him.
It's sticking.
So then he's nice and soft, melt in your mouth English muffin. Okay, so I have this little thing right here. It just happens to be the perfect size. And so what Zachary is gonna do is form about 7 English muffins. Twist it nice and hard. There you go. Oh, a little bit more. So you gotta like make it like a cookie cutter. There you go. It's technically not designed for this, but it's gonna do the trick.
A jar thingy. Hey, I wanna do.
I know, but you have to, so you have, it's not. There you go. So twist it hard, push down, twist. There you go. Okay, we got a nice little English muffin. And we're gonna do that about 7 times. You're gonna get as close to the edge as possible so you don't have to, there you go, perfect.
With this.
I know, that's why it looks like little bites are taken out of it sometimes. Nice and hard. Good. Cookie cutter it. Okay, but hey, you don't want to twist the dough, so we're doing nice and strong like that. There you go.
And then if you don't have room, you could like smash these parts up. We usually eat them.
Yeah, do you want to tell everybody how that tastes? Taste it.
It tastes very good. Wait,
Taste
I
it.
need to taste it. Let me try and catch it in my mouth. I'm probably going to.
Probably.
I definitely got it. Mmm.
Is it delicious?
Mmm. Mmm.
Really safe to eat the dough.
Let me try and catch it in my mouth. Oh my, well that was bad. That was bad. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
have to catch this in my mouth.
1 second, see. So you see all this dough is left. We have 7 of them. I don't know how we're gonna get an 8th, but we are. So I'm going to knead this again, flatten it out. Probably even can get 2 out of this guy, but I'm gonna just try to get 1. So I'm flattening it out again.
Let's make a ginormous one.
Should we?
Yes.
Test it out? Want to test it out?
Eat it?
No, I mean, see what it's like to have a giant one? Okay, cool. So once we got all of these guys all cut out, we're not gonna pound them.
Ooh, I
Be
want to
very
throw it
gentle.
up in my mouth.
We're gonna put it on some wax paper and we're gonna let it rise covered with a damp cloth for at least 1 hour. So we're gonna see you back in an hour.
You're back with Dr. Z, and we're gonna be doing step 4 out of 4, our last step of sourdough English muffins.
Is this the best step?
Yeah.
Would you say? Why would you say that this is the best
Because
step?
we get to eat.
We get to eat it. So the dough has been rising for like an hour and a half. I accidentally forgot about it one time and let it rise for like 4 hours, and it was so juicy and delicious. So if you remember, we experimented with a giant English muffin. At this point, we don't want to handle it too much. We have a pan, just a normal pan. I'm gonna put a good chunk of butter in it because I want to almost like fry them up. Then gonna let it heat. Usually we let it heat for like 5 minutes, and then let's put the giant one right in the middle. Want to do that? And we'll put the other guys right around it. Okay, throw it in.
I want one of these things.
Yeah, you'll use it to flip it, but you can just put it right on because it's not that hot yet. Remember, that is exactly what you don't want to do. The less you handle it, the fluffier and more delightful it's going to be. So I'm spreading the butter around. I'm going to put the normal size ones all around it. I'm going to move this guy over actually because he's taking up too much space. And then I'm going to cover it. For how long?
I don't know.
We're going to cover it for 4 minutes, and then we're going to flip it. We'll be back. All right, it's been 5 minutes, actually a little more, because Zachary just cooked me on poker. No big deal. So the big reveal, let's see how everything is looking. Probably should use one of my hands. Whoa! Oh my gosh! All right, I'm going to flip it very gently so the air stays in it. Good Lord, that's huge. I'm going to do that one. Flip it. Oh, it's a little raw. Don't smash it. Little raw. Maybe it needed a little more time to warm up, but that's okay. We're going to hit it up on the other side. Maybe let it cook for like 5 minutes. Ooh, look at that, baby. Okay,
I like it burnt.
2 more flips. Nice.
If you would just move, English muffin.
Very good. So those
Little raw.
are a little raw. I'm gonna move it over so it sits on the fire. We are going to show you what the end result looks like. We got another batch going, and so I'm gonna let them rest for at least 5 minutes before you cut into it. But as you can see, perfect for having some jelly or butter. And if you remember, we have a decent amount of protein in them with some almond flour and milk. You want to bite it? Tell everybody how it tastes? Oh, I'm going to hold it. Look at the camera. Is it good?
So good.
What does it taste like?
Goodness.
Goodness? All right, that concludes our how to make homemade sourdough English muffins. Anything to say?
Next time, what should we bake? Banana bread.
Ooh, let's do it. Protein style banana bread. Let's do it.
Remember to like and subscribe.